May I remind you that trading is risky and not suitable for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Welcome to QuantBox Daily. Today is Friday, January 13th. For me, 13 is a lucky number. I hope it's the same for you. What is QuantBox? QuantBox is your global macroeconomic quant in a box. It's an amazing fundamental tool that gives you a fundamental bias so that when you go into the market, you know what you want to do. If you're a bull, fundamentally, you're waiting for bullish opportunities. If you're a bear, fundamentally, you're waiting for bearish opportunities. And the nice thing is, QuantBox gives you all the data that you need, nicely collated in a beautiful dashboard, so that you can go into the market with this understanding and knowledge. Knowledge is power, and the cost of power is only $7.90 for 1 week trial. Isn't that cool? So the strategy we incorporate, if you're new here, is we look at the market heat map. We look at currency pairs that are currently bullish and currency pairs that are currently bearish. What we're looking at is we're saying, okay, well, if this currency pair is currently bullish, can I match this with a bearish fundamental bias and look for opportunities to sell, i.e. prices come up to resistance, or can I match this with a bullish fundamental bias? And am I trading a trend where I can continue trading that trend? If it's neutral, then we can look for opportunities, but it usually means that things are neutral technically too, okay? I'll show you how it works. So Aussie Swissy currently up. We jump into Aussie Swissy over here and we say, right, so we've got a neutral bias. We got our charts. We say, have we got any opportunities? On the daily, we see that price is currently at a profit-taking zone. And if we were looking for an opportunity to sell, because it's neutral, we can do whatever we want. So therefore, I'll use technicals. And I'll say, technically, we're currently at a profit-taking zone. We got 21 above a 55. We're making higher highs and higher lows. Ideally, what I'd like to see is lower lows, lower highs. Okay. And if I can see that, then I can get into a sell. Right now, I'm waiting for everything to set up. So next on the charts, that'll go to my watch list. Aussie Swissy goes on the watch list. Kiwi Swissy, bias is currently bullish. Can I continue trading in the bullish direction? Let's take a look. From a daily perspective, price broke out of this range. Price has not returned back to the top of the range. Well, in that case, I'm going to leave this alone, right? I'm looking for opportunities that aren't just like gambling, like maybe this works. I'm looking for opportunities that are nice setups. If you've watched my previous videos, you've seen when we've taken trades that have been very, very nice setups, very straightforward trades where there's been no ambiguity, right? I'm looking for something that makes sense. So looking at this over here, give me 1 second. So looking at USD Swissy, if we look at the fundamental bias for USD Swissy, we have over here the bias is bearish. So in this case over here, we got price coming up, USD Swissy, and we got a bearish bias. So can we exercise that bearish bias in the market? Let's go take a look. Give me 1 second. Okay, so currently on a daily time frame, you can see we added daily 21. Give me 1 moment. And you can see prices come down. Now, the problem with the daily candle yesterday is that price has not closed at resistance, but this could be a continuation of a bearish trade. We're coming off an R1, AM3, and a central. So looking at the USD, I'm sorry, looking at the 4-hour time frame, you can see price broke out of this range, pulled back up to the top of this range, and is currently coming down. This candle here is the 4 o'clock candle, the last candle to close before London Open. So looking at an H1 time frame, do I see a trend? No, I don't. 21.55 flat. No lower lows, lower highs. On M15 time frame, do I see lower lows and lower highs? No, not as yet. However, if I wait long enough, I might get price making a lower low, 21 crossing the 55 down, price pulling back up for a lower high, and then taking this further down to a potential target of the daily M1. Or I got to pay very careful attention to price action. Could we get down here? Okay, maybe. The consolidatory nature of price right now, even though the 21 is below the 55, just tells me I've got to be careful with this. Okay, but we have got a bearish fundamental bias, and we have got price coming off at 21, and we have got price coming off resistance. So if I wait to set this up, maybe I get an opportunity, but I definitely want to see a lower low, lower high, 21 across the 55. Okay. Look at how price shot up over here. See how price came up, came down, 21 above the 55, and up we went. I'm looking for that over here from a bearish perspective. All right, so another setup. This week's been full of trades we're waiting for. It's just been the type of week we've been in, okay? Looking at CAD Swissy, we can see here, CAD Swissy, we've got a buy, price currently bullish. Can we continue the buy? Let's take a look. CAD Swissy, from a daily perspective, no, I'm completely out of position. Move on. Got to be strict. Aussie Kiwi. Now, Aussie Kiwi earlier this week, we did have a setup we were looking at. It didn't work out. We didn't take the trade because we never got the setup we were looking for. We are bearish, price currently up. We had a setup where price broke out of a range on the 4-hour time frame. There we go. So we lined this up earlier this week. Okay. And we were looking for price to break out and pull back for a sell. Price broke out, pulled back into the range. We said, okay, leave that alone. Our prices come up higher. However, our opportunity still isn't over. We can see price currently at a monthly target, coming up to a weekly target. So when price gets there, pay attention to market opens, pay attention for lower lows, lower highs. Could be the setup you're looking for, okay? Right now, nothing says bearish. So it's another pair we're waiting for a setup on. Okay, well, that's just how it works. Aussie CAD. Let's take a look at Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD currently coming through neutral. Take a look at Aussie CAD. Daily, okay. Not really in a position to continue buying this. I'm out of position right now. You can see there that doesn't look great for a buy. And in terms of selling, I don't have lower lows and lower highs, so I'm going to leave this alone as well. Okay, cool. Remember that not losing money is the same as making money. Then Euro Swissy, the last one of the bullish pairs that I'll do. Here we go over here. Bias is it's bullish. Okay. Can I continue my Euro Swissy trade? Let's see. Euro Swissy daily. Wow. Very, very high above monthly targets. Not very keen on buying up there. So very, very high above monthly targets. Looking for lower lows and lower highs. Maybe even like some kind of like break of 55, pull back up, double top, lower low, lower high, some kind of range, break out the range, pull back down. Bottom line is I've got to wait for setups on this. I can't sell this. There's nothing to sell yet, right? And I can't buy this because I'm completely out of position. But I could put this on my watch list like the others and continue paying attention to opportunities in terms of lower lows and lower highs. You can see there, I need to come back up, double top, break down, pull back, sell. So I have to wait on this one as well. Okay, cool. Lots of waiting. All right, let's look at our yen pairs. All our yen pairs are down right now, and our the Nikkei. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to look at all our yen pairs together. You can definitely see something's going on with the Japanese yen because our Swissies are up, but our yens are down. Okay, definitely a Japan issue. So let's look at Aussie yen, neutral, CAD yen, sell, Euro yen, neutral, pound yen, sell, Kiwi yen, neutral. Let's take a look over here. Let's go through one by one. Okay, so daily, currently coming down off an M3. Aussie yen. Okay, so you can see prices currently coming down. Now, from a 4-hour perspective, I'd love to see price come back up to resistance. That hasn't happened yet. So I'd love to wait for a pullback for a lower high. And I also don't have a lower high on the H1 time frame either. On the M15 time frame, you could scalp by waiting for price to pull back to resistance and take this further down, but recognize it is a scalp because you haven't pulled back for a lower high on the other time frames. Okay, but there could be a scalp for your Aussie, but you do need price to pull back up to resistance. Okay, CAD yen, similar situation. We trapped this in a range. You see price didn't pull back to the bottom of this range. Prices continue going down. It's the same as Aussie yen. Again, price hasn't made a lower high on the H1. M15, you could be looking for price to come up and close at resistance and maybe scalp it down, but recognize it's a scalp. I prefer on both these currency pairs waiting for price to come up and make a lower high. Honestly and truly. I don't see a trend right now on H4. The fact that price broke out of this range, didn't pull back to the bottom of the range, tells me that price is still consolidating. Okay. Euro yen, daily, H4. Look how they all look the same. Look how, if price had come up and we're sitting at resistance for a lower high, like over there or over here, that'd be fantastic. Maybe that happens later today. Maybe it happens early next week. We're not too sure. Right now, on M15, you could look at a pullback, wait for price to pull back 21 resistance. You could do that, scalp it down to target. Just recognize it is a scalp, and the better trade would be waiting for price to come up and make a lower high on the H4 time frame. Okay. I know that today's meeting is very frustrating because everything I'm saying is wait. Here's pound yen. Same thing. We trapped this. Price broke out, didn't pull back for a sell. Okay, you can see we haven't pulled back for a lower high on the H1 time frame. We haven't pulled back for a lower high on M15. You could wait for price to pull back to resistance and scalp this down. But again, recognize it's a scalp. The better trade would be waiting for a trend on other time frames. You can see there, like there's no trend at the moment. Okay, last one, Kiwi yen. Daily, okay, looking like that. Another one, we basically trapped this in a range, looking for a pullback to the bottom of the range. Didn't happen. As you can see here, price is continuing to go down. We haven't had a pullback for a lower high. You could be looking for lower highs. You could scalp the M15 like the others, but again, realize it's a scalp. The better trade is waiting for that lower high on the other time frames. This has been a very frustrating week. You know, we've been discussing lots of pairs and saying, wait for this. I don't look at a chart like it's and say, oh my gosh, look how far it's fallen. I've missed out on all that money. I look at situations where I'm looking for specific things to happen. I like to trade trends. I want to see price moving in an orderly direction. If price breaks out of a range, pull back to the bottom of the range, let's go down. If that doesn't happen, it's not a trade I take. I don't fall into the trap of saying, oh no, I could have made so much money on this fall. I don't think of it like that. Just because a car's got wheels and a steering wheel doesn't mean it's a good car. There's more to it than that. Okay. So exercise patience today. There's a lot of things on our watch lists, some things that are currently going down, which we need to just maybe wait for. The Swissies, a lot of Swissies on the watch list right now, a lot of pairs in these bullish pairs that are currently in the watch list. What you could do is you could pop them in your watch list, which is very easy. You just go into your MT4, create a watch list, put them inside there, keep an eye on them. But also, as a strategy, what you should be doing before every market open is looking at your market heat map, looking at your current bullish pairs, your current bearish pairs, match that with fundamental bias, going into technicals, and see if you have an opportunity. This took us, what, 15 minutes? And we now have a good idea of what we want to do in the market. Do the same thing at New York Stock Exchange, and Asia. This will give you a real solid edge in your trading. Be patient, be disciplined, remain liquid. Have an amazing day. I'll see you fine human beings on Monday. I wish you all a lovely weekend.